Welcome to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. I want to give a sincere apology. I was led to talk about how they feel, but the previous upload live literally spirit mood reading. So the previous how do you feel was redirected to the truth revealed. So this is going to be your extension of how do you feel. Okay, I will create 3 sets on how they feel, and I'll explain that to you. So basically I will do 3 rounds of how do they feel pertaining to thoughts, emotions, you fill in the blank. We have numb. Okay. Overwhelmed. Numb and overwhelmed. Okay, let's look into the matrix here. Someone has a high sex drive here. It's like someone saying, I'm overwhelmed. We need to slow down. We need to talk. Someone fears that someone is going to go seek elsewhere if they don't meet the standard of this sexual sex drive. Someone is overwhelmed and you are mentally numb. You're unable to think. We have the mirroring, and we have the wish fulfillment. Communication is going to resolve this pertaining to the sexual issue, but pertaining to the one whose conscience is saying, you know what, if I don't meet the expectations, they're going to seek elsewhere. You both feel the same. It's just your sex drive comes when they're not interested. And when theirs come, you're not interested, but you do it, and, it's overwhelming, and you're numb. But communication and finding common grounds is definitely going to be a fulfillment here. I definitely hear someone bringing in a third party. Polygamy here. Pertaining to mentally numb, someone could be indulging in alcohol. Okay. Someone can be overly numb due to your position. Okay. That's one. Oh, let me give you direction. For those of you who have a leadership position, you fill in the blank of what that is. Management, CEO. You're being mirrored, and you're trying to understand why people are giving you a hard time, because you're just being mirrored here. And until you change that, whatever you're being numb about, which is pulling in burdens of being overwhelmed, you will get your wish fulfillment. It's all bottled in. Open up the top so you can make your wish. The 9 of Swords. Yeah, anxiety, worry, fear. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you are overwhelmed because you're having a difficult time to reaching out, and it has made you numb. Some of you are seeking conversation, and you're literally working on self-improvement, but it's overwhelming because you're doing all the steps it is to make friends. Don't try hard. Let your guard down and your wish fulfillment. Okay. There's no need for me to keep pulling this out. And this keynote, it's just a stepping stone. Okay. A stepping stone that's going to allow you to, what you learned is going to bring abundance. You're going to teach other people how to prevent yourself, or how to deal with being overwhelmed, how to deal with when you're numb. All right. Someone is feeling outraged. Okay. Outraged. They feel outraged. Offensive. And this outrage showed a lot of anger. Yeah, hatred. Something that is being disliked. They could be feeling that there's some type of ill will. Outrage because their phone service is cut off. No longer supporting codependency. So the reaction is hatred, anger. Now they have so much negative to say because you pulled back. Not your responsibility. That's just my little side note of advisory here. Stay strong. Let's see what the matrix is pertaining to this hatred and outrage. We have the channeling. Yeah. Universe did the pulling. For some of you, you're starting your journey of your spirituality, you're increasing your knowledge, and you're starting to learn to balance out your chakras. And for the most part, you're starting from the bottom, the most really difficult areas that we as human beings find difficult to balance. That's where hatred, shock, outrage, those dark energies that pull in with the frequencies of dark manifestation. Okay, so definitely sensing someone is doing the work and have been doing the work, and what was received in return is like, you change, you're not the same, and they're mad because you're not enabling. And now there's hatred of wishing ill will, but your good deeds can't be evil spoken of. Someone is trying to, literally trying to hinder your character, but they can't because you have been putting in the work. So it's like, what else can you say? You can't say anything. You're showing strength, independence, and you being balanced in your chakras is your defense. It's creating a protection layer. You may be you may be an air sign, or you may have air in your chart. No gender roles here. Anything else? We have the bottled Buddha. This is basically archives of belief systems that's been embedded and birthed in you as a child. This is not upbringing. This is not being trained. This is hidden, I don't want to say rituals, but there's hidden archives within your inner child. And when you are channeling, you are experiencing those things. And every time you experience those things on the outer, it's like as if there's someone there are gatekeepers, and certain people are assigned as a gatekeeper, and they are already aware of your destiny. And sometimes these people come to distract you, to try to cause, if they can have you have outrage, if they can cause you to hate, you won't be able to tap into your archive. You won't be able to channel. That's for someone. Okay, let's go ahead to the third one. Oh, let's give you some direction here. If you're new to the SGL Spiritual Guiding Light, welcome. If you're looking for more readings, make sure you click the podcast. There's collective and general readings there as well. I suggest and advise that so that you can continue to reveal and unveil your gifts. And learning to continue to channel is that you click the link, 4-Minute Manifestation, and only 4 minutes of your time of practicing gratitude. And by practicing gratitude, you will allow the universe to bless you with gifts and blessings of the desires of your heart. All right, direction for this outrage and hatred. Some of you are starting organizations or have organizations that help some of your psychologists, counselors, you fill in the blank, but are doing internships. And this is the field that you work in, self-development, self-wellness. We have Ace of Swords here, breakthrough, which is beautiful. Again, like I said, could be a possible Aquarius, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is beautiful. So let's go. Yeah. Right after the Ace of Swords is the Ace of Cups here. Yeah. Definitely a wonderful industry or endeavor that is definitely going to continue financial security or gain financial security. But in pertaining to, we have the Judgment. These energies are people. It could be family, people that are close to you that see that you're changing, and it's making them feel insecure and self-conscious in a negative light of hate and outrage. Okay? But you are fine. The Death here, ending to that, maybe dealing with a Scorpio. All right? Because you definitely have foresight with the Three of Wands. I'm really tapping into this energy so that you can truly know that you are divinely protected. Okay? Stay focused on the mark. Stay focused on the mark. Practice your 4-minute manifestations of gratitude. Yeah, I'm all out of, someone definitely is having anxiety. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Okay? Don't miss out on your opportunity because you worry about the people that you do care about, but if they're going to show this side of them because you're trying to change for the better, or it's because they are dealing with religious factors and they are against your spirituality. Stay focused, hold your tongue, but do speak up for yourself. All right, let's go ahead up to the third one here. How do they feel? Or it can be vice versa, how you feel. And you can just be receiving your confirmation. Excuse me, I'm growing. I love it when I grow. Hatred is still there. And outraged, sluggish, and it's neutral. Yeah, you're mirroring someone. You're mirroring someone who's in grief. And it's not even your energy, or this is you. And you're trying to figure out what's wrong with the other person. They are soul tied to you. Okay. Someone that's not having patience with their children because you're unable to deal with the grief. Someone has older children, adults, and they're unsettled, okay, inactive, and it's neutral. It's both ways. There's no act. The relationship is inactive. There is no communication going on here. Let's look at the media. For those of you, if this does not resonate with you, you can go back and view the video and look at 1 and 2. They're not timestamps, but if anyone wants to volunteer, I would appreciate it. Thank you. What is going on with this hatred, outrage, sluggish, neutral, grief energy? We have the seer, protection, natural magic. Someone is gifted here, and when you're in hatred, a lot of paranoia happens and you don't even realize it. But your guardian, whether it's your mom, great grandma, grandma, whoever is still living, knows. And it kind of ties into the second one where the religious factors, they know that if you tap into your true spirituality, your divine natural magic, definitely a healer here. As long as you're inactive, whatever they've signed a contract with that was of ill will to prevent you, but you're divinely protected here. This is also suggesting you, for those of you who can see and are aware, whether it's family, friends, you have to fill in the blank of what kind of people it is that you feel this hate from, and you feel this energy that, when you're around them, it just drains you. You don't want to be around them. You don't want to be involved. Same old, same old. Doesn't have to be in that order, but it's just a certain individual that literally you are protected. Definitely a feeling someone is being watched. Like there's some kind of plot. Some kind of plot. Let's see. What's the side note for this? How do they feel? But the seer here, yes, hold your emotions neutral, stay intact so that you can be able to see what the plot is and what is actually going on if you slow down. And as you see, remember that you're divinely guided. Make sure you do your 4-minute manifestations, whether it's 1 time a day, 3 times a day. As you build your routine, you will be able to see. And one of your affirmations need to be, I am divinely protected. I can control my emotions. Natural magic. All right, let's go ahead and give you some direction here. We have the Tower, the Justice, and the Devil in reverse. You will overcome this, right? Once you slow down and control your emotions, you will be able to see. Once you get into your prayer, your meditation, your yogas, whatever your form of your spiritual practice is, you will begin to see clarity, the justice. Okay, and you also recover from this, especially when you know that you're divinely protected. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the 4th Did I say I was going to do 4 or 3? I thought I said I was going to do 3, but I'll just do 1. Hey, as a gift. How do they feel? Or it can be vice versa. How do you feel? We have peevish, easily irritated, easily angry, self-conscious. Let's take one more. Gratified, sluggish. Okay. Pretty much explanatory. Self-consciously, how they feel is they're annoyed by someone who's inactive. They think you're lazy. And this, to me, looks like a control issue. They're so focused on you being inactive, or this is you, focused on them being inactive. And you're really not asking any questions. There is no communication. Okay? So if you're taking all the time to watch someone else, then what are you doing? You're being inactive as well. So be mindful when it just literally looks like a control situation. And once that communication is perceived, you'll be surprised. You never know when someone is going through something, especially if they're sluggish, body aches, heartbreak. It's just that day where sometimes people, it takes a week, a day, 48 hours, a month. Okay. And especially if someone's feeling like they're walking on eggshells, yeah, I will feel irritated. My self-conscious will create a battlefield, right? Creating self to be angered and having thoughts of negativity. And once you do this communication, you'll definitely be gratified here. Self-gratification. Okay, let's look at shadow self here. I'm definitely sensing shadow self is saying either you get out of that space, or this could be the place where you reside, a place where you work. You have to fill in the blank. This could literally just be going to a family member's house, and it's like the people that are there, it's just like, ugh, that's what I feel too. Someone is getting pleasure out of, this is also bullying energy. Someone is getting satisfaction of bullying you, right? Definitely do. With the sluggish, do feel a little fear here. So when this person comes around, it's like everything, all lights shut up. Yeah, we have the Ace of Chronicles. This is something that you can overcome. Definitely, if this is an aggressive relationship, you're definitely going to be able to start speaking. You will feel relieved. Start smiling. You will feel relieved. Start gravitating other people to be a part of your space so that you can not only know that you're divinely protected, but you will have people around you that will support you as well. Okay. What else here? Your gifts will make room for you. For someone who's getting bullied at work, they get gratification of your silence. Okay. But once you start speaking up, showing your talents, your room is going to, like I didn't know that you knew how to market. I did not know that you know how to work Excel. I did not know that you knew how to do PowerPoint presentations, So let's go ahead and look at the matrix here. And thus, balance act. You can balance your place of work. Okay. For some of you who are in business with your significant other, you fill in the blank, married, I don't know. You have to fill in the blank. There is going to be this balance, right? When you become secure with self and confident, okay? Getting out of this control thing, creating boundaries, terms, okay? For some of you, it's just natural. You're just easily irritated because you like things a certain way. But once you get out of that control, that shadow self that wants to control everything and not allow other people the opportunity to show their talents, right? You have a balance, okay? Let's go ahead and give direction. I want to say it takes courage to humble self so that you can have balance, especially if you're working with other people. And with the self-conscious, it's like you've come this far to establish financial security, and there's this fear that someone's going to fuck it up. So you are taking it slow when it's making a decision on who you want to assign to certain things, right? And then when you realize, once you let go, for some of you have, and this is your confirmation, you're like, oh my, you're just laughing at it because you wish you would have did that, let your guard down a long time ago. For some of you, this is something that you're overlooking over the weekend. Go ahead and tap in and get your 4-minute manifestation. And all you do is your breathing routines. All the instructions are in the description box for the 4-minute manifestation. All of this is 4 minutes of practicing gratitude. We have the 8 Queen of Wands, confidence, determination, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. So you may be working, who you work with may be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or you may be a fire sign. Okay, with the wands, yes, allow everyone to use their talent. Okay, sometimes, we get sluggish and it's like we need to let the lighten the load. Okay, you're easily irritated because the load is too heavy. Okay, you want your fountain to be infinite. You want it to you want the income to constantly coming on. This is like an explosion here for someone. It's sluggish because you were so irritated because you weren't getting any intimacy. You fill in the blank of what kind of intimacy, and self-consciously you became irritated, and you're sluggish because you finally were able to release. For some of you, you have realized that you don't need a significant other to be able to release, and you have found your balance. All right, don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. Like and subscribe. Also, start your 4-minute manifestations of practicing gratitude. Watch the universe not only bless you, but gift you with the desires of your heart. Also, you want more content to listen to receive your confirmations and have tools what to look out for. Okay, make sure you hit the podcast SGL show, and the link is in the description box as well. There's a lot of collective and general readings there just for you. Remember, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and